God is sending you a billionaire's blessing right now. A blessing so big, it will change your life in ways you've never imagined. This isn't just a blessing of money, it's a blessing of divine abundance, a life so full, so overflowing, that those around you won't believe what they're witnessing. This moment, your presence here right now, is no coincidence. You are hearing this message because God has placed it before you. This is a divine appointment, a moment that was meant for you. No random click brought you here. The Holy Spirit led you because you are standing at the threshold of something incredible. The time of your drought is over. Your breakthrough has arrived, and it's bigger than anything you've ever imagined. This is not a temporary blessing. This is a river of abundance that will flow continuously from the heart of God's kingdom. It's time for you to step into the wealth, purpose, and power that God has prepared for you. But be aware there is a fight happening in the spirit. The enemy has tried to block this blessing multiple times, trying to keep you in cycles of lack and limitation. He wants you to scroll away, to dismiss this moment. Don't let him. By the end of this message, you will hold the key to unlock a treasure chest that's been waiting for you in heaven. Before we unlock that vault, I want you to signal to the heavens that you are ready to receive. Let God know your vessel is open and prepared. Pause right now. Pause right now. Take a deep breath and hit that like button to declare your readiness to receive your divine inheritance. Subscribe now, not just as a gesture, but as a declaration to the universe that you are ready for the wealth and power God has prepared for you. Hit that like button and subscribe, not just as a gesture, but as a declaration to the universe that you are ready to receive your divine inheritance. You are not alone in this. You are joining the chosen ones who are rising into their divine inheritance. Like and subscribe to join the movement of abundance and power that is sweeping the world. Get ready, because everything is about to change. Let's begin with the truth that's been hidden from you for too long. You've felt it, haven't you? The weight that pulls you back every time you try to move forward. The universe itself seems to rise up against you whenever you begin to rise. For every little progress you make, something takes it away. For every step you take forward, something pulls you 2 steps back. You try to save just a little, and before you know it, your car breaks down, an unexpected bill hits, and your account is drained right back to where it started, back to zero. As if all your efforts were in vain. You look around and see others who don't even try, who don't carry the same spiritual weight, the same kindness or faith, and yet they seem to prosper without effort. Meanwhile, you're counting pennies, struggling just to keep the lights on, and it feels so unfair. It feels like a punishment. But hear me, chosen one. This struggle you face is not a sign of God's absence. It's a sign of your assignment. You, the black sheep in your family, are not lost. No, you're the one chosen to break the cycle of poverty that has plagued your bloodline for generations. The enemy attacks your finances because he fears the moment you unlock your wealth, knowing the power you hold to change the world. He knows your destiny is greater than anything you've imagined. He knows you are not just a consumer, you are a distributor. He knows that when you get wealthy, you won't just buy luxury cars and possessions. You will build orphanages, you will fund churches, you will feed the hungry. Your wealth is dangerous to the kingdom of darkness, and that is why the attack has been so fierce. You must understand, wealth is not just currency, it's a covenant. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms His covenant which He swore to your ancestors, as it is today. Deuteronomy 8:18. This scripture doesn't say God gives you cash, it says He gives you power. And up until now, that power has been dormant within you, suppressed by fear, by doubt, and by the lies of the enemy. But today, we are awakening that power. You've been walking through a season of stripping, where everything was taken from you, so that you would learn to rely solely on the source. But listen, that season is ending. The stripping was preparation for the clothing. You are about to be clothed in royal abundance. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath. Don't change your position, just breathe. As you inhale, picture a heavy, wet coat sliding off your shoulders. That coat was the weight of poverty. That was the weight of carrying everyone else's burdens. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath. Imagine the heavy, wet coat of poverty sliding off your shoulders, the weight of your struggles disappearing as you step into your divine inheritance. Even when your last crumb is given away and you go to bed hungry, you give. But hear this, God has seen it all. Every tear you've cried over unpaid bills, every moment of doubt, every time you felt crushed under the weight of it all. And He is saying, enough. The role of the sufferer is over. The role of the ruler is beginning. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. Joel 2:25. This is a divine reimbursement, chosen one. God is not only going to give you back what you missed, but He is going to pay you back with interest for the time you lost. The years of struggle were an investment, and the dividend is now due. Your breakthrough is imminent. Yes, it may have felt far off, but I promise you, you are closer than you think. What is meant for you is coming, and it is coming with divine acceleration. Chosen one, every time you take a step forward, something seems to pull you back. You make a little progress, saving some money, and suddenly, disaster strikes. The car breaks down, the unexpected bills show up, and all the hard work you've done seems to vanish in an instant. You look around at others, those who are less faithful, less kind, and they seem to effortlessly thrive, while you're stuck in the cycle of struggle. It feels unfair. It feels like you're being punished, like you're stuck in a loop of financial struggle. But let me tell you, chosen one, this struggle is not a sign of God's absence. It is a sign of your assignment. You are the one chosen to break the cycle of poverty that has haunted your family for generations. The enemy is attacking your finances because he knows what will happen when you receive wealth. He knows you won't just consume it for yourself, you will distribute it. You will build foundations, feed the hungry, fund the gospel, and make a difference in ways that are dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. That's why the resistance is so strong. The enemy is terrified of your destiny. But you, chosen one, need to understand that wealth is not just about currency, it's about covenant. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth and so confirms His covenant, which He swore to your ancestors, as it is today. Deuteronomy 8:18. God doesn't just give you money, He gives you the power to create it. Up until now, that power has been dormant within you, suppressed by fear and the lies of the enemy. But today, we are waking that power up. You've been through a season of stripping, where everything was taken from you to teach you to rely on the source. That season is ending. You are about to be clothed in royal abundance. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath. Just breathe. As you do, imagine the weight of poverty slipping off your shoulders, the burden of carrying your family's struggles, of always being the one to give when you had nothing left. You have been the financial mule, the one everyone calls when they need help, even when you're running on empty. But God sees you. He has seen your tears, your struggles, and He is saying enough. The season of struggle is ending now. You are stepping into the season of rulership, where every battle you've fought, every tear you've cried, has prepared you for this divine inheritance. Your breakthrough is here, and it's bigger than you've imagined. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. Joel 2:25. This is divine reimbursement, chosen one. God is not only going to restore what you lost, but He's going to give it back with interest. The years of struggle, the years of suffering were an investment. The dividends are being paid out right now, so don't be discouraged, even though the breakthrough has felt far away. You're closer than you think. You're standing on the edge of your financial breakthrough, and everything that has been holding you back is about to shift. You have been called to break free from the chains of poverty and walk into the abundance that God has already set aside for you. Stay in faith, because the breakthrough is happening. Now is your time. Chosen one, you've felt it, haven't you? That invisible barrier that keeps you from crossing the finish line, even when you've come so close. Every time you take a step forward, something seems to pull you back. You make a little progress, saving some money, and suddenly, disaster strikes. The car breaks down, the unexpected bills show up, and all the hard work you've done seems to vanish in an instant. You look around at others, those who are less faithful, less kind, and they seem to effortlessly thrive, while you're stuck in the cycle of struggle. It feels unfair. It feels like you're being punished, like you're stuck in a loop of financial struggle. But let me tell you, chosen one, this struggle is not a sign of God's absence. It is a sign of your assignment. You are the one chosen to break the cycle of poverty that has haunted your family for generations. The enemy is attacking your finances because he knows what will happen when you receive wealth. He knows you won't just consume it for yourself. You will distribute it. You will build foundations, feed the hungry, fund the gospel, and make a difference in ways that are dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. That's why the resistance is so strong. The enemy is terrified of your destiny, but you, chosen one, need to understand that wealth is not just about currency, it's about covenant. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms His covenant, which He swore to your ancestors, as it is today. Deuteronomy 8:18. God doesn't just give you money, He gives you the power to create it. Up until now, that power has been dormant within you, suppressed by fear and the lies of the enemy. But today, we are waking that power up. You've been through a season of stripping, where everything was taken from you to teach you to rely on the source. That season is ending. You are about to be clothed in royal abundance. Right now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply, and as you do, feel every weight, every burden that you've been carrying begin to lift off your shoulders. You are not alone in this. God is lifting you into your divine destiny, and it starts right now. As you do, imagine the weight of poverty slipping off your shoulders, the burden of carrying your family's struggles, of always being the one to give when you had nothing left. You have been the financial mule, the one everyone calls when they need help, even when you're running on empty. But God sees you. He has seen your tears, your struggles, and He is saying enough. The season of suffering is over. The season of rulership has arrived. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Every tear, every struggle has prepared you for this divine inheritance. Get ready, everything is about to change, and it's going to be bigger than you can imagine. The season of ruling is beginning. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. Joel 2:25. This is divine reimbursement, chosen one. God is not only going to restore what you lost, but He's going to give it back with interest. The years of struggle, the years of suffering were an investment. The dividends are being paid out right now. So don't be discouraged. Even though the breakthrough has felt far away, you're closer than you think. You're standing on the edge of your financial breakthrough, and everything that has been holding you back is about to shift. You have been called to break free from the chains of poverty and walk into the abundance that God has already set aside for you. Stay in faith, because the breakthrough is happening. Now is your time. Chosen one. You have felt the weight of struggle in your life, haven't you? The constant feeling of taking one step forward only to be pulled 2 steps back. You've been pushing, working tirelessly, and yet, when you reach the edge of your breakthrough, something slips away, just out of reach. You've seen it happen time and again, haven't you? You get close to financial stability, to success, only for something to derail it, leaving you wondering why it never seems to last. The bills pile up, the money slips through your fingers like sand, and you can't help but wonder, why does it feel like you're always on the edge of success, but never quite reaching it? This isn't just a coincidence, chosen one. This is not the result of hard work or lack of effort. There is a spiritual force at work here, a powerful and relentless mechanism known as the spirit of near success. It is a demonic frequency that allows you to see the finish line, to taste success, but it trips you right before you cross. It's the spirit that makes business deals collapse just before the final signature. It's the spirit that causes your money to disappear as soon as it touches your hands. But let me tell you, chosen one, this is not natural. It is not a result of your actions or lack of planning. This is spiritual interference designed to keep you stuck in a cycle of lack, to prevent you from walking into your divine inheritance. The enemy fears you. He fears the power you hold when you unlock the wealth God has destined for you. He wants to keep you focused on survival, so you can't focus on revival. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life, and have it to the full. John 10:10. The thief is stealing your peace, your abundance, your joy through financial anxiety. But today, we are identifying the thief. We are not fighting flesh and blood. We are fighting a spiritual embargo placed on your assets. I know you've prayed. I know you've worked hard. And I know you've done everything right. But why does the breakthrough still feel so far away? Why does it seem like the blockage is still there? Hear me clearly. Hard work alone will not break this curse. You cannot work your way out of a spiritual cage. You must war your way out. The wealth God is sending you is not just about having millions in your bank account. It is the access to limitless resources from heaven. It's the state of being where you don't chase money. Money chases you. You are transitioning from being the hunter to becoming the magnet. But for this magnet to work, we must remove the rust that's been blocking your magnetic field. There's a secret thief that has been hiding in your life, disguised as something harmless. This thief is the unseen force draining your financial resources just when you get close to abundance. It's something you do, something you allow into your home, or something you unknowingly participate in that gives the enemy legal rights to your finances. Today, we are going to reveal this secret thief and expose the cause of your financial leaks. This revelation might be shocking, and it might be right under your nose, hidden in plain sight. I promise you, chosen one, this moment is pivotal. Stay with me. Chosen one, I know you've been struggling, carrying the weight of hardship that feels like it's never going to end. Every time you make progress, something always seems to pull you back. You've worked tirelessly, prayed relentlessly, and yet the breakthrough you've been longing for feels like it's just out of reach. And the worst part is, you've seen others around you, people who don't even try as hard as you do, seem to prosper effortlessly, while you remain stuck, working from paycheck to paycheck, fighting just to stay afloat. It feels unjust, doesn't it? You feel like you're doing everything right, and yet you're still trapped in a cycle of financial scarcity. But let me speak this truth to you. This struggle you're experiencing is not a reflection of God's absence. It is a sign of your divine assignment. The enemy is doing everything in his power to stop you from stepping into your destiny, because he knows that when you get access to your breakthrough, you won't just keep it for yourself. No, you will build, you will give, and you will change lives. Your wealth is dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. That is why the resistance has been so fierce. But hear me clearly. God is not stingy, and the reason you haven't received the overflow yet is because you haven't installed the Joseph code in your life. What is the Joseph code? In Genesis 45:7, Joseph declares, God sent me before you to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to keep alive for you many survivors. Joseph wasn't just a dreamer, he was a steward. When Pharaoh entrusted him with the wealth of Egypt, Joseph didn't squander it. He managed it wisely, stored it up during the years of plenty, so that it could be used during the years of famine. The Joseph Code is a shift from being a consumer to a steward. A consumer asks, God, give me money so I can buy a house, a car, and live comfortably. But a steward asks, God, send resources through me so I can fund your kingdom projects, bless others, and build for the future. Do you see the difference? A consumer holds on to wealth, but a steward lets the wealth flow through them, continually replenishing because they are essential to the flow. If you want the billionaire's blessing, you must prove to God that you are not a bucket, but a pipe, a vessel through which his resources flow. You must demonstrate that when the wealth comes, it will not stop with you. God is looking for kingdom financiers who will use their wealth for his purposes. Luke 16:10 reminds us, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Right now, you may be looking at your empty bank account, questioning why things aren't moving. But God is watching how you manage the little you have. Do you bless it or do you curse it? Do you panic or do you plan? The Joseph Code requires you to prepare for the blessing before it arrives. If God sent you $10 million tonight, do you have a plan for it? Or would you be overwhelmed by the sudden wealth, unsure of how to manage it? Money needs a container, and if you don't have a container, the blessings cannot be poured into it. We are going to build that container together now. You must mentally restructure your life to receive, hold, and steward the abundance that God is sending your way. You have felt the resistance inside as I speak. This is the old poverty programming trying to hold on, whispering that you're not ready, that this is too big for you. But that voice is the enemy, and it's time to silence it. We are rewiring your mind to handle the high voltage of abundance that's about to come your way. Stay with me, because we are about to unlock the final piece of this transformation. You are on the verge of a divine shift, a breakthrough that's been years in the making. But first, we must remove the block, the sticky emotion that's been holding you back. It's not fear, it's guilt. You might be wondering, why me? Why do I deserve this wealth when others are suffering? Isn't it greedy to want this much? That guilt is not humility, it is arrogance. When you reject the abundance God is offering, you are telling Him His choice for you is wrong. You are rejecting the blessing that He's planned for you. You are not dishonoring your ancestors by being wealthy. You are healing them. Your success is their redemption. Christ has already broken the curse of poverty for you, and now it's time for you to step into it. Philippians 4:19 says, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus." His riches are infinite. The wealth you are about to receive isn't about what you own, it's about what you can give and the impact you will make. Prepare yourself, chosen one. This is your moment, and the time to act is now. Chosen one, in this moment, allow yourself to release the pressure. You do not need to prove yourself, nor do you need to carry any more weight than you already have. You are already enough. There is no need for extra striving or effort to be worthy of what God has in store for you. You have done well. Now it is time to rest. The work is not in pushing harder, it is in aligning with what God is doing in your life. Take a moment, just for you, to pause and breathe deeply. Allow yourself to feel the peace that comes from knowing you do not have to do it all on your own. Trust that God is already working, that He is moving behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. Your job is not to control the outcome, but to trust that He is in control. In this season, the right action is not about doing more, it's about doing what aligns with His purpose. If you feel overwhelmed, know this. Resting does not mean you're giving up. It means you are preparing yourself for the divine shift that is coming. God is moving, even when it seems still, and your rest is the act of trusting Him to do the heavy lifting. Let go of any burdens you've been carrying. Trust that God is working for your good, and you do not need to make it happen on your own. This season is one of preparation, not pressure. Allow yourself to release the weight of worry and the need to understand everything. Trust that what is meant for you will come at the perfect time. The blessings you've been waiting for are already on their way, and you don't need to control or force them to manifest. Rest in the truth that God is in control and His timing is perfect. As you sit in this peace, Remember, nothing is wasted, and everything you need will come to you in its rightful moment. You don't need to see the whole picture right now. Just know that the next step will appear when it's time. Trust that God is with you in this, and you are exactly where you need to be. Chosen one, as you have journeyed through this moment, remember that every feeling, every experience, and every emotion you've encountered has meaning. None of this is by accident. You are exactly where you need to be, and the path you are on is not a mistake. You may have felt like you've been walking through a season of waiting or struggle, but take a deep breath and know this: you are not lost and you are not forgotten. The process you are in is part of a greater plan, one that is unfolding with perfect timing. You are being held, you are being prepared, and every step you take is leading you closer to the blessings that are already on their way. Trust that you are in the right place at the right time, and this is exactly where you need to be. Stay in this space for a moment longer and let your heart settle in the peace that is beginning to surround you. As you sit with the words you've just heard, I invite you to gently lay down the burdens you are carrying. Take a moment to reflect on the desires, the pain, the questions, or the fears that are on your heart. You don't have to carry them alone. As you share in the comments, know that this is not just a message or a simple statement. It is an act of surrender. You are placing your heart before God, trusting that He sees, hears, and will guide you in His perfect timing. There is no rush, no pressure, just a peaceful release. You are not alone in this journey. This moment is being held in His presence and grace.